Hello, everybody. I'm Zack, and
And I'm Riley.
so this is week 3 of Overwatch, and we're coming back from a 0-3. Do you think we can come back from that this week?
Well, I'm hoping. I've heard nothing but good things about our Overwatch team, so.
I'm really hoping to. I know last week they had a little bit of an issue with switching to counter the Diva. So hopefully we can get that fixed. Give us just a second. I have a little bit of a technical issue.
Alright, well, let's hope it's
There we
fixed
go.
now.
Having some issues with the mic here, and I'll be able to delayed feedback, but there we go. We got it fixed. So they did release the ad for season 13 of Overwatch, which looks like it's going to be Halloween Terror 2024.
Yeah, I know we were looking at that a little bit before we started streaming, so it looked like there's going to be a lot of changes and stuff coming up to some of the maps.
Absolutely. It looks like mostly the payload maps. I've got those in front of me. Let's get those pulled up here. So for Circuit Royale, they're changing the attacker spawn. It looks like they might be adding a top floor for snipers, like similar to King's Row. And then they're going to be adding a marquee in front of the payload to kind of take away from the sight lines of the front door. And then it looks like we're going to make some changes to Dorado. That one is right after the first checkpoint. It was originally a stone walkway right beside the church, but now they've done completely away with that, and they're adding stairs to the high ground. Because now, before you had to either have a high mobility character or you had to go all the way around to get up the stairs.
Oh yeah, so that can definitely like change the entire way that part of the map is played.
Absolutely, because that high ground was good for defenders. Because for an attacker, you had to have high mobility or, move all the way around, be sneaky.
Yeah,
But
I
now-
also imagine if you have a character that's like a stealth based, or if you wanted to do some kind of flank or something, if everybody's on the bottom, that high ground's really important.
Absolutely. So it's definitely going to change things up because while you might have the high ground on the stairs, they're going to be able to easily push up on you.
Yeah.
Especially with like a character like a Reinhardt and Orisa, they're going to be able to push up easily, very quickly on you. They made some changes to Havana, and it was a very simple change. A little bit after the payload, they just added a banner, and that was just to cut off sight lines from the building that you take the hard left at, and the attacker spawn. So it kind of cuts those long sight lines to the back of the attacker spawn and on top of the gas station.
Yeah, now I also know that before the game we were talking about some other changes that they might make about being able to like shoot through walls of like a certain thickness. Do you think that'll apply to the banner? Or
They were. That's a good question, but I until I see those changes that everybody's talking about, I'm putting them to the side until I see a report from Blizzard saying, hey, these are the changes that we're making. They are so drastic. it's way out there the way they're wanting to change, especially Widow. Taking away a sniper's ability to one-shot most characters is insane.
Yeah, I definitely get that attitude of like, I don't believe it until I see it, because especially nowadays, you know, people have their wish list of things that they want to happen in the game, and it's really easy to like get confused of what's official and what's not.
And it looks like our first map is going to be Lijiang Tower. Good control point map, 3 different little locations. Get us moved over here.
Alright, it's a cute little place.
Have both teams pushing in on that center to go to the tower here. While this is still going on, and with the Halloween event, the mythic skin is going to be going to Widow. It looks kind of like a sorcerer type skin, and they're going to have a limited time event with My Hero Academia.
Oh,
They're
really?
going to be pulling in 5 character skins for Tracer, Reinhardt, Juno, Kiriko, and Reaper.
So are you a big Hero Academia fan?
A little bit. I'm trying to get back into it, but I definitely think it's going to be a fun time having those different skins. I know they did Transformers recently.
Cool.
And I know a lot of people are mad because Venture has still not got a skin. Venture's been in the game for multiple seasons and not gotten a skin. But Kiriko, brand new to the game, or not Kiriko, Juno, brand new to the game, has already got several legendary skins. And off we go, and it looks like here we are going to start off with a Zarya against a Reinhardt. But we're going to go straight to the point with Symmetric and try and take the point. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Both teams pushing on the point. Reinhardt takes down Symmetra, and EKU's just falling quickly. Reinhardt takes down Mei, and Tanky takes down the Zarya. Both of EKU's healers able to fall back pretty easily. And we make that change to Reinhardt. Both make close quarters fights up.
So usually whenever I work, I am on the observation side of Valorant, and one thing I'm noticing with this game is we don't really have a mini-map to like give us all the information that we're used to.
No, you don't have that with this game. It's kind of, you need to learn the map and go with your knowledge. Now, if you'll notice, so down goes Torn and Deathly. We have moved to a flight character. Down goes Ambulance and General High. Unfortunately, Alt EKU has dropped. We're up to 34% on enemy side. We tried going a flight character because they don't have a strong counter to Pharah. Oh, and we changed off. I was going to say other than Baptiste, but we went to Venture, so we'll see how this works.
All right, it looks like they're almost halfway.
Yeah, we're going to have to make some moves in here, and you know, this is when your lone DPS is kind of making a good play in the back line. Comes in handy.
Yep.
Trying to push up together here. You got to push through that Baptiste ult. EKU was able to take down Katori, but unfortunately EKU is dropping.
Well,
Team
they're all
kill.
together again, so going in for round 2.
Reinhardt does have his ult, but our enemy team here has four ults.
Alright, let's see. It's like
Here
the
comes
entire
out the-
team head to head right here.
Here comes the ults. You see the Lucio use his ult, and Lucio does go down, but Reaper had used his ult, was able to get 2 kills, and unfortunately EKU is just not able to make the plays they need to, and the enemy team takes that round.
Well, also we gotta understand that this is just the beginning, so I'm sure both teams have time to warm up and pull out their tricks and all that. Plenty of time left.
Assumption looking like they're going to stay on the same team, same characters here. We're going to make a change here to Reaper, Moira, Pharah, and Ramatra. We're going to keep the Kiriko. Kiriko is very strong right now with the current meta. A lot of people hate how well she plays. We did make one change on the enemy team. We went to a Reaper. Now the big thing here is the boops on the bridge. See if Pharah can get over here fast enough to boop anybody. It doesn't look like we can get any advantages on those environmental kills.
Right, it looks like the entire team is just going one way.
Yeah,
So-
most will, for that first push at least, will push up directly on the bridge and go straight to point. We did lose our Bastion and our Reinhardt, so EKU is probably going to have to fall back and regroup.
Alright, let's see if they can pull it back together though. I'm really hoping that we can, settle into what we're doing and see some more team gameplay.
If they wanted to pull out that Symmetra again, right here would be a good spot. They go in that little side window right there and push right on through and take the enemies by surprise. But it looks like we're going to go behind, and Assumption is already aware that they're going to try.
Alright.
Going to try and take down that Reinhardt shield. See what plays we can make.
It looks like we got a player going from behind though, trying to flank them. I
Yeah,
think.
Farah's going to try and go in. There comes that Baptiste ult.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, had the soldier come out to counter the Farah. That's going to be a strong counter to Farah. May have to make some changes.
Oh, I hope.
Kiriko just going to throw themselves into the abyss.
Alright, but it looks like 4 of us are up and together, so.
Kiriko does have that teleport, so they could push in just a little bit. Yeah, there they are.
Alright, come on, EKU.
Very close on some ults for EKU, and Assumption very close to 4 as well.
Alright, it looks like we're trying to go to the side again.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Gotta push up. This might be the point where Farah needed to slowly go in behind. Both healer ults coming out. See what we can make of this. Down, out goes the Reaper ult. Able to take down Lucio, but not really getting any more value. Farah, unfortunately, looks like may have fell into the abyss.
Sleeping with the fishes.
They may have thrown themselves out, so it was a team kill, and they can all take care of themselves together.
Okay.
They've got to move up, otherwise Assumption's going to take this map. Oh, somebody is on point. We're able to take down the Reinhardt that pushed up way too far, and able to take the Reaper. Lucio getting that environmental kill on Bastion.
Alright, let's see if we can.
We got the healers out here doing the damage.
Hey, if it works.
Pulling out the damage, Moira. People don't like it, but it's effective.
Sometimes
If
you gotta
Moira
do
if Moira can just stay alive.
Ah.
Tracer is back, so we can at least contest the point. Did not fall on the point. Unfortunately, we were just not able to really fight one-to-one with them. We were not really pushing up when we can make advantages.
Yeah. I also, I don't have as much technical knowledge about this game as you do, but from what I could see, it looked like we were trying to flank, but it just wasn't hitting where it needed to.
Farah can be a good flank character at some points in time, but it's also dependent on the map and what they're playing. I mean, you've seen the Farah, and they immediately switched to a hard counter with her, with Soldier, and so it's like at that point, well, how close am I to my ult? You have to consider that as maybe we just need to forget it and move to a different character, and that's when those characters, good flank characters come out like Genji, Tracer, Sombre, go behind, kill a healer or two. They don't have no heals, so now you can push up on them.
Yeah.
That's where those characters really come in good, where they can easily get behind. But we were sticking with a high damage with like a Bastion, and I love Bastion to death, but sometimes he is just not super viable in every situation. I know they made some changes to him when we came to Overwatch 2, but it's very map dependent and how your teammates play as well. Because I know we had the shield out, and he just kept getting taken down.
Yeah, so being kind of like our technical expert on this game, watching the gameplay that we just witnessed, what would you say that EKU needs to keep or needs to change for the next game?
I have no issues with our healers. I think they were able to take the point. They were getting some kills. So I think the Moira and the Kiriko were definitely working really well. I might need to go something other than Reinhardt. It looked like when we're in a 1v1 on a Reinhardt, it just was not working. So I'm not sure what other characters we're comfortable on, but moving to something maybe that's a strong Reinhardt counter that's able to push through that shield. Diva can be a strong counter on some points. Ramatra, Sigma, a lot of these. Winston is a very strong counter. So, figuring out what you're comfortable with and pushing up on them, because the Zarya was not a good push up on them. So
yeah, so from what I'm gathering, Overwatch is one of those games where you have so many characters to choose from, and you can switch between these characters like whenever you want.
Absolutely.
So it feels like, at least from my understanding, being comfortable and knowing when to switch to what characters is a very important skill for this game.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately not something just EKU has. That's something a lot of people have an issue with, and some people just want to get stuck on that one character, or they love that character. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just if you're in especially a quick play game, you need to get comfortable with other characters. And if we're in a comp game, you should have the knowledge of at least 2 or 3 characters.
Yeah.
Because if one character's not working out, then be comfortable enough to switch.
Yeah.
And it does look like we are going to be going to Eichenwald. Good hybrid map here with capture point and payload.
All right, let's see it. This is my first time seeing these maps. This one's pretty.
A lot of the maps from Overwatch 1 are very, very beautiful and in-depth, and I don't think we lost that coming to Overwatch 2. I think we did a lot of copy and paste.
Yeah.
Because, we got New Junk City that's based off Junkertown. We've got Hanako that's based off Hanamura. So I do think there's a lot of copy and paste, whereas Overwatch 1, they did really try to be as intricate as possible.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you do it right the first time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remembered I played the first Overwatch game. It's been a while, but I did play it for a while a few years ago. And I really got into using Mei and Hanzo were my go-tos.
Mei is still very viable. Hanzo's iffy in some situations. Mei can be used kind of as a secondary tank. Now on Assumption of the enemy team, we're going to see a lot of switch-ups. We've got the Orisa out for the tank, Juno and Ana out for our heals, and Mei and Bastion out for our damage, holding this first point here. And then for... Oh, I have confused this. This is EKU. I do apologize. Got our blue and red switch there. So the EKU has pulled out the Orisa and the rest of these characters. Assumption has kept their Reinhardt, and looks like the Reaper and our Baptiste and our Lucio, and we're going to keep the Soldier. The Soldier looks like the one that they kind of used to change up depending on what we're playing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Reinhardt is able to just blast through, and we've taken down our Orisa, and our EKU is just dropping. Juno's going to try and get out of there, or nope, they're going to just die. Hopefully get back with their team quickly. And Assumption's going to take that first point really quickly.
All right. So, I have noticed that his name's Reinhardt, correct, with the shield?
Yes.
So I've noticed that we seem to struggle a little bit with his shield. So what would you suggest that EKU do to counter that?
So, again, you need to have some strong flanking characters, and Rissa needs to have a strong healer and just, bully this Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
So, get that shield down, especially with a Bastion. That shield should not ever be up. So, they're moving the payload, but we're not seeing really any kills come out. I'm waiting for that first person dropping that. That was a good Mei wall first, so that way the team can get out. And we slept the flanking Soldier. EKU Assumption trading kills.
Okay.
We got a 3-2 here.
Definitely looks like there's a lot of action happening this map.
See if we can take this payload. Here comes the Orisa ult. Oh, can we get that Lucio? Oh.
Almost. They were so low.
Need to back up here. Need to back up. Looks like Bastion's going to go try and either pull off an ult or go behind. But he's unfortunately in Baptiste's immortality field, and we are dropping left and right. We got to make some plays here. We are letting them take these maps way too quickly.
All right. Let's see if EKU can make a miracle happen.
Okay, now so we have trains to Ramatra. So Ramatra can punch through Ryan's shield. Most of his abilities go through Ryan's shield, so that may have been a good change here.
All right.
Junkrat's good for destroying shields as well, so we are making the changes to hopefully destroy that shield and get it
Yeah,
down.
that's good. You can definitely tell that they're communicating on that one.
Yeah, we're pinging the enemy team, so we're making communication. It just seems like we're not pulling off the plays we need to, and Ryan, the Reaper has went behind. See, that's those flanking characters getting behind you. There's no communication of a Reaper behind. You gotta hear those. Looks like we've had a disconnect here.
So, do you know if somebody is disconnected for so long, if there's any kind of penalty or?
Looks like we had an issue from one of our healers. It looks like they had disconnected. We'll get that fixed real quick and get back into the game. But I'm just not sure where the problem is. And, you know, I don't know if it's an over-aggressive tank, a tank that's just not, you know, knowing how to take the punches in a way. But I do think that we're not communicating when people are coming behind, because there's sound cues, especially with Reaper. Reaper has those sound cues of that scream as loud as ever when he's teleporting. So, you know, there had to be at least one character that heard him going behind. And, you know, it's being aware of, like, okay, they have a Reaper. Why do I not see a Reaper in front of me?
Yeah.
So, because we called out the soldier, we knew he was shooting from the high ground, and we called him out, and we were destroying the shield. But, you know, as soon as that Reaper ulted, I kind of all went downhill there. So it's they've took the first round. The only thing we can hope for is that we are as strong and we take 3 points as well, hopefully as quickly, and we kind of go into an overtime.
Yeah, I really hope that EKU can kind of, you know, see what they've been doing and then make a comeback. Because I know that comebacks do happen. We saw it last night on our Rocket League stream. We were in a lead, and then there's like this, you know, crazy span of points that the enemy team just like made up on us. So like, you know, even if you're behind, it's all about your mindset. Like, you got to get back in the game and get going. Because as soon as you know, let that feeling of, oh, I'm going to lose, get to your head, then you are going to lose.
Yeah, you get frustrated, start making a lot more mistakes, and you know, it's just calm breathing, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a game, but, you know, you want to do your best. And I know personally from playing healers, playing Mercy especially, you'll get frustrated with the people you play with, because you got the one person that goes off way by themselves screaming, I need healing, and you're like, you are 1,000 miles from me. What am I supposed to do?
Yep. As somebody who has played TF2 a lot, and especially Medic, I definitely know how that is. Yeah. You'll have people screaming at you from anywhere and everywhere. All right.
Seems like we're still having some issues, but we'll get it fixed. Looks like we're
looks like a little disconnection issue. I hope they can, you know, come back.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. While they're getting that fixed, let's talk about some of these skins coming up. And it looks like they are teasing a new tank at the video they released. And from what it looks like, I can't remember the map's name for the life of me, but the one that's really connected to Symmetra and the Hard Light and the university. I know the university is one of the maps. I just can't remember the full name of the map. The laboratory was destroyed.
It looks like our player came back. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Let's see, There we go. All right, we've got everybody back here, and we've switched sides, so EKU is now going to be attacking. My best suggestion, just to work quickly, just from what I've seen playing, you want to have a lot of high mobility characters, and if possible, you want to just jump over. For EKU, will be their hard left that has the destroyed roof, and we hopefully we'll see here in a few seconds. And just go over and go straight to the point. Forget fighting them. Because it seems like the head-to-head fight, we are not holding it, but maybe if we can get to the point fast enough, or get behind them, maybe we can get that damage in and surprise them well enough.
Yeah, for sure. If one thing isn't working, you have to figure out another thing that might counter the enemy.
Looks like we're going to try this Zarya again. We're pulling out a Reaper. Got the Kiriko and the Baptiste. Still waiting on one character to pit. Defense here for Assumption, keeping all the same characters. It's working, so why would we switch?
Yeah, true. So while they're getting ready, is there anything related to the skins that you wanted to talk about, or?
We'll get to that when we get another intermission.
All right. I don't know. You seem pretty excited to talk about them.
And then we're going to go with this Bastion again. See if we can make any damage on here. Get that soldier off the high ground, definitely. See if we can get into any damage. Oh, Bastion taking a lot. Gotta get some high heals out here. We did switch from a Baptiste to an Ana. Maybe a little bit of a higher output, but you sacrificed some mobility. Did lose our Kiriko. Seeing those heal needs all around. Yeah, down goes the Reaper, Bastion, and Zarya. Ana gonna fall back to right outside the doors of spawn.
Lonely in here.
Aw. Right, looks like they're grouping back up.
Gonna make the switch to Junkrat. Maybe we. Now they can't see it, but we definitely can. There is a Reinhardt gonna try and flank them.
Well, let's see how that goes.
So maybe we'll get some communication here, because I can assure you he's going to try and come up and slam somebody into a wall. And down goes Reaper and Kiriko.
Alright, I do notice that this main way is like, full of fire. So
yeah,
I'm curious if instead of trying to make that main route work, if there's any other routes that EKU could try to take.
So this is when those stealth characters like Sombra would come in clutch, and going behind and maybe taking out that Baptiste or taking out that Lucio, because then they've got a reduced healing. But this building right here on the left is the one I was saying that they could probably go over if they had enough mobility, but their team really doesn't have any mobility to get over other than maybe a Junkrat. And out comes the Reinhardt smash. Did not really get anything of value with it. Reaper trying to take down the Reinhardt, but the Baptiste Immortality Field comes out and saves them. EKU just falls out again. Gonna have to make some strong changes here.
Yeah, I can tell that the enemy team is definitely really focused on just that heavy fire in front. So like we were saying earlier, I think, having one of those stealth characters go behind might just be what we need to do.
Now this was a good play. We were able to kind of get the Reinhardt sectioned off with the Maywall, but you left that open spot where he could back up. The big thing with that is making sure that they cannot back away. And out comes the Kiriko ult, and so both come DPS ults. They do not want EKU to use their ults, but EKU is able to get their Reaper ult off. Out comes the Assumption's Lucio ult.
He was blocked off there.
Can we make some plays here? Or are we going to back up? Looks like we're going to back. Oh, it is just the healers. Oh.
Now, back whenever I played Mei, she had this mechanic where if you held the gun on an enemy long enough, they would freeze. Is that still a thing?
It's they kind of got rid of that. It just slows them now. It doesn't fully freeze them. Down goes both of our healers, and we're trying to take down this Reaper. Out goes the Zarya ult. Right now, they tried to get away with a bunch of the crowd control abilities, but that being one of them. Some of them they kept, but
very nearly died
EKU
there.
is just not going to take this map or make any ground on it. Right now we're an 0-2, and it is not looking good for EKU. We are not making the changes we need to, and you've seen the Winston come out there at the end. That should have been a change from the beginning, as we jump over this building with some other high mobility characters and just get behind them and surprise them.
Yeah. Little replay there.
I'm just concerned.
Yeah.
This is I don't want this game to end this quickly.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm enjoying, guess this is my first time casting Overwatch and, like, seeing our Overwatch team. So I would really like to see in this next game if EKU, like, learned from their mistakes and kind of pulled things together and made a comeback.
You've got to... The problem's not really the healers on their enemy team. It's they've got a strong tank and DPS, and we are not taking them out. And that's the biggest problem. And, one solution to that is taking out the healers. But, Reaper heals when he shoots. So, if you get too close to him, you're healing him. So you kind of just got to focus everybody on one person, but be aware of the other players that are on that team. There's a lot of stuff that just needs to fall into place.
Yeah. It looks like we've got some people chatting it up in our stream chat. Let's see. Some people talking about Zarya, talking about character picks.
Well, it looks like we're going to be going to Canada. We're going to be going to New Queen Street. Going to be going to one of the map modes that came with Overwatch 2, the push map, carrying the robot across the map. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the, unless they push it all the way, it's going to be a long match, because you have to walk all the way across the map with the robot if the enemy team gets it. So it's going to be, this could be a long match. It could be a short match, just very depending on how each's defense goes.
Yeah, well, the optimistic hope is that it's a short match in EKU's favor.
Yeah, hopefully we can see the communication and smart changes. So hopefully we can see those this round. While they're still getting ready, those skins I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, the ones you were really excited about.
I had a picture somewhere. I think I still got it. Let me see if I can find it. So Widow's getting the mythic skin, and it looks like we're going to get an Ashe skin, Sombra, Kiriko, Symmetra, Tracer, Mercy, and a Winston skin that's going to be regularly in the shop. And there was another picture, but I can't seem to find it, of the ones that are coming specifically with Halloween Terror that you can get in the Battle Pass. And I remember it was an Ana and a Junker Queen. I can't remember the other three. Let's see here. And here starts the game. And, EKU is definitely going to have to make some good changes on this. I'm hoping we see those this time around.
For sure. Same with all the other maps. This one is also just very nice to look at. Like, very beautiful maps.
Yeah, they are all very beautiful maps. And, they did make the change to where some of these maps now have morning, day, and night. And some of these are very beautiful compared to the state they came out in with, like, Dorado having the alternate versions now.
Yeah, so how you said they have day cycles, is that just randomized, or does it depend on the time that you play?
So you, with making a custom game, you can choose on some of the maps, and it's not with every map. They're still working them out with some of the maps.
Yeah.
But when you get load into like a comp game, it's random. And they give you those few seconds to kind of figure out what skins you would like to play, and some work better in the night, some work better in the dark. I said night and dark. With day,
I know what you meant.
with daylight and dark. So it looks like here we are gonna go with a Reinhardt, May, Juno, Moira, and a Reaper, and we're gonna take the high ground. Looks like we did have some changes from Assumption. We're going to the Diva, and we got. Looks like we had changes across the board except for the Soldier. We got the Junkrat, Brigida, and the Ana, dropping both of the healers, Moira and Brigida, down. Down goes the Reinhardt. I am not a fan of a Reinhardt against a Diva. Diva has a lot of mobility, so it might be smart to bring out that Zarya change now.
Yeah. Well, it looked like we were trading kills for a little bit now.
Now, maybe I'm making a controversial comment on this. I am not a fan of Brigida. It seems like anytime I get with Brigida, the healing is just not where I need it to be, and maybe that's where I'm at in rank. But I know personally I'm not a fan of a Brigida, other than the fact that she can stun some abilities out.
Yeah.
Now, you'll see that we're pushing up behind. We're making
All right, let's make this work.
This push up on Ana. Reinhardt, you need to be aware of where that Diva is, because that's going to be the one that punishes you. Brigida able to take out. Oh, EKU dropping again.
All right. You know, I see all these cars around the map. It almost makes me wonder if you'll be able to drive them at some point.
And I think, like I had mentioned with Alan is last week, is unfortunately tank is the role of counter swaps. You may have to counter swap 3 times in the game because everybody wants to win.
Yeah.
So, you know, we are hard stuck on this Reinhardt, and you know they're good. The good thing here is you got that shield, but still Reinhardt goes down even though he's got that shield. Soldier says he's got you in his sights. Does he get anything with that ult though? It's not looking like it.
Yeah. Well,
And it's looking like EKU might get the robot. Oh, watch the trap. Yep, there we go.
Alright, it looks like we're back together again.
It looks like we can finally take a breath for like 2 seconds.
Let's just try to hold on to that breath.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
down goes Juno. One of our healers, Moira, we're going to have to pull that extra work, and Junkrat's got his tire again that quickly.
Alright, let's see. Looks like they're grouping back up. Getting pushed back again.
Getting pushed back into spawn.
I can see the robot at the spawn.
Yeah, we're pushing around this corner. If they make it to the spawn, then unfortunately that means the end of the game, and that means that Assumption has taken the game completely.
Alright, let's
Now-
hope that EKU
Oh.
can push him back.
EKU made a lot of value out of that Reinhardt ult. I didn't think he was going to live there, but you know, we got the heals on him. We made some value out of it. Eva was the only one that got away with her high mobility.
We're sending that robot back.
Take that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Oh, right in the trap, and his shield is going down quickly.
But we still got the robot on their side.
We're going to try and go behind. We're abandoning the robot, and we're going to try and go for some sneaky kills. I don't know how a big man in armor is going to be sneaky, but we're going to try it.
Awesome.
Down goes the Ana. We're trying this sneak behind, and it's working right now, and that's what I want to see.
And the thing too is, if you start making those kind of plays and you can get into the other team's head, then they're distracted. You know?
Absolutely.
Any kind of distraction is definitely going to help you, because like, it's really with any sport, but especially esports, it's all a mind game. All right, let's see. It looks like we made some substantial
All
ground.
right. Soldier has Juno in his sights and takes her down, and just the ult's coming out and takes down that whole team.
We did make a lot of progress, though.
Yeah. So they have to push the robot back to the barrier, so that gives EKU plenty of time to catch up with them. And they've only got one person on the robot. To maximize the speed, you need at least 3 people.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if EKU can stop it and take it back.
Gonna have to push up here.
Return to sender.
Yeah, return to sender completely. Oh, and May did not eat the ult. And down goes Brigitte and Moira. See if we can make any value of this. It looks like Diva did get Anna's ult, get some extra power behind her, and able to take down Reinhardt and May.
Alright, can this 1v1 work out? Let's see. Oh, it's not 1v1 anymore. Darn.
Pushing forward.
Healers and Reaper backed up just a little bit, make some space. It looks like we got Soldier pushing from the right side, able to wall him off. That wall's not going to last for long, though. Got to push in a little bit. Reinhardt takes a small nap real quick from
Alright.
Anna.
We're sending it
Out
back.
comes the smash, and going to take some people out.
Hey.
Can we get away from it? Oh, Reinhardt. Of all the people that should not be dying to that bomb. Trading some kills here.
Yeah.
Can May survive? It's a 2v1 out here. Can we at least get Diva out of the mech? I think we can at least get Diva out of the mech if we catch her. She's going to back up. Now, see, this is what I want to see. You know, maybe it's not working in our favor right now, but we're making steps to at least fight.
Yeah. I definitely want to see more of that, like, keep
here
going.
I'm getting a little concerned that the DPS keep throwing their ults out at the same time. I don't know if that's a strategy, but every time I hear fire in the hole, not too long after I hear, I've got you in my sights.
Now, out of curiosity, do all of the ults recharge at the same rate?
No. So they all charge regardless. It goes based on damage, healing.
Yeah.
As well, it kind of is also here dependent. You are right beside the bomb. So it's just kind of hero dependent. Junkrat is one of the people that can get his ult the fastest, so that's why we keep seeing that. And you know, we're just not countering the Soldier, so he's getting his really quickly as well. Diva
Tried to get away.
Diva just pulling out the kills real quickly, and you've got to contest. Juno, Tracer coming out. Can we
really
contest?
Aggressive.
Got to contest. You know, get quickly out there.
Last minute.
Oh, able to take down the Anna. They did take out a source of healing for the enemy team. Down goes Venture. We got a 4v4 right now. Out. Fire in the hole. Able to take down Lucio. Juno, the only healer right now out for EKU.
I want to see some magic happen, EKU.
Juno, you are by yourself right now. It looks like, can you contest the point long enough? Oh, no. Venture out here. Able to take down Diva. I don't know if she can outplay this Junkrat. No.
It's
very close. Oh, there we go. There we go. That is what we needed. Now, we have got to get that robot. You need to have 3 people on that robot right now and push. Get that Anna. Get the Anna right there.
Nice, nice.
I sensed a little sass behind that. You know, it did keep them away from getting from the team, but I like it. I like it.
And they're like, whether or not we go down, you're going with us.
Get the healers. Get the healers. That's the best thing you can do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Get the Junkrat. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see.
Only got 2 right there. The Soldier is coming back.
Alright, it looks like EKU's getting a little fed up.
Yep.
Getting their fight back.
Can we get grouped up and get back to that robot fast enough? Oh, we're going to run out of time. And that is it. Assumption takes it. It's 0-3.
EKU definitely put in the fight at that last minute.
That last one, but it was just too late.
Yeah, that was the kind of play that I really hoped we could see the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, they really started pulling out all the stops the last minute there.
I think we just stayed on that Reinhardt maybe a little too long. And I'm not saying there wasn't good plays this round. There was definitely a lot of good plays that we seen a lot of good hammer downs, but Zarya is the direct counter to D.Va. So I think the switch to her and some other beam characters would have knocked D.Va right out of that. But you also played the problem there when they switched to Reinhardt, and we had a problem with the Reinhardt v. Reinhardt. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate.
I would have really hoped to see some more gameplay. I heard that the team had a really strong match on the first week.
The first match, we did very well. We were taking the wins very quickly, and I don't know what has happened these past 2 weeks. We were just being very stubborn on the characters that we're picking, and just staying with one or two characters, and we're not counter switching, and that's unfortunately what tank is counter switch. I can't tell you how many times I don't want to play Zarya, but my thing is, if I have to go out of Zarya, I say, well, if I can't have fun, nobody can have fun. So go out there and beam character away and play it that way. Unfortunately, you may not have fun, but you strategically you have a better chance of winning it with a character that can counter. So.
Yeah, there's certain times where you just have to, bite the bullet for the team,
Yeah, I don't know if EKU just has that good flanker like we kind of seen in Valorant yesterday. You had that one good character that was good off going. Well, not yesterday, Tuesday. My days are mixed up.
You're fine. I know what you meant. Every day is yesterday.
Yes. But you had that one character that was a good going off, getting some kills, coming back, and I just don't think that we have that. Maybe time to train on that. Get some characters or trade in for somebody that is good on a good flanking character. So hopefully we see some good gameplay next week. But as it stands right now, EKU is 1-2.
Yeah, I know as far as college goes, this upcoming week is our fall break. So with them, not having all their usual classwork to worry about, I'm really hoping that they, spend that extra time to, get
study, play. Review the footage. So I don't know what to say. I just put up a very good fight on New Queen Street, but they took those maps way too quick on Eichenwald and Lijiang.
Do you know if the last couple weeks if our team played on the same maps, because they could just not be used to those maps?
I can't remember week one. I know last week we definitely played on Lijiang and Eichenwald. I can't remember strongly if we played on New Queen Streets, but there's only a few push maps right now, so most likely we did, but I cannot for the life of me remember what maps we played on week one. So
yeah, that's perfectly fair.
But it could be map dependent, and are we switching out people that know how to counter switch? So, but unfortunately that's all it's going to be for today, and we hope to see you all next time. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Do you have any closing thoughts before we go?
Not really. Just everybody have a good fall break and, rest, take care of yourself, all that good stuff.
Yeah, join us next time. And if you have Overwatch, make sure to take advantage of the new season coming out on the 15th and try to enjoy the Halloween Terror event while it's out. But you all have a wonderful rest of your day.